Ladies and gentlemen, Sidestrafe here with Heroes and Generals. And we have a hero right next to us. It's Bombadil.
Yikes.
In his Chaffee tank. So, we're taking fire from the right. I'm just shooting to where I thought I saw the tracer, but I think I'm wrong. It's in the trees somewhere. Are you taking? You're taking small arms fire? From the left. Contact left. Enemy tank. In the wheat field or whatever it is.
Roger.
I'm shooting at him right now, and a Jeep almost crashed into him. I got him.
Nice.
Okay, so this game is a game that everybody and their mother has told me that I need to be playing. Every time I make a... Oh! You just kind of exploded, didn't you?
I just kind of did.
Yeah, every time I make a video, everybody's like, Sidestrafe, play Heroes and Generals, please. Check out the tanks. And the thing is that I have played this game before with Mr. Bombadil. And it has its moments, it has a lot of potential, but I could never really have a great time with it, at least as an infantryman. And no, it's not, because it's not a realistic game. I already know it's not a realistic game. It's obviously something like Battlefield, wouldn't you say? We would compare it to that kind of game.
It's, yeah, going for that kind of feel. Obviously different in some ways that we'll get to. I'm your machine gunner now, by the way.
Oh, you couldn't spawn another tank?
No, so I spawned with you.
Huh. I wonder if it's because you had the Chaffee chosen and there's no more Chafees available?
It was because there was too many light tanks out there. Like somebody else kind of took my slot. Contact, 12 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm on him. Hit him once. Oh, he moved back. He's behind. There we go. I'm taking damage. I don't suppose you have, like, a repair wrench or something.
I think I do. Let me know when you're going to stop. I'll get out.
Yeah, I gotta run away.
It has been months since I've played, so it's going to be a little bit of a... Yep, I'm fixing you.
Cool. Yeah, I don't have that unlocked yet. Now, when playing this game, you and I kind of found that it just feels very floaty, like things are made out of paper. Something shooting
Yeah,
at me
it's
from
hard
the right.
to explain, you know, exactly. But yeah, when you play something like Battlefield, there's a sense of heaviness to you, the soldier, to the equipment you're carrying when you're moving over terrain. It just feels right.
As a Jeep just like flies over my tank, you know, the physics seem to be
a little wonky.
Part of the problem sometimes. But yeah, it just has that paper feel, like the rifles. Maybe there's the way the recoil is animated.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have that weight that a game like Battlefield does.
How would you compare it to, like, RO2?
RO2 has similar issues, but not as bad. That game always felt kind of weird, like the physics, kind of papery and clunky in a way. I think part of it comes down to just, you know, developer talent. Obviously, you know, Battlefield, the guys at DICE, even though the game has issues, clearly that game has issues, balancing problems, but when it comes to aesthetics, those guys are top-notch. You know, sound, animations, physics,
yeah, they
modeling.
pretty much set the bar for first-person shooters, in my opinion.
Yeah, they know how to make, you know, art, and they know how to make a game at least feel good, and that battle's over.
Wow. Rate that battle?
Yeah, this is new. I don't really know what to say half the time. I guess I'll give it 2 stars just because I didn't like that you died.
Yeah,
Not that that's the battle's fault, but
right.
I think the other thing too is just, I mean, what we're looking at now is, and what seems to be the biggest complaint is just the free-to-play mechanics, which seems to be something that hurts a lot of games. You know, if you look at the Steam reviews, most of it says, well, you know, if you're on a free account, good luck with the grind. Like if you want to unlock something further down the line, like the recon class or the fighter pilot or something, you're going to be there for a while. You said that you had tried this game out with a premium account. How did it feel with a premium account?
Yeah, the grind seemed fine to me with the premium account. Now, we talked a little bit about this. Would I prefer that the game cost $50 or whatever and everything was unlocked and you could be a sniper or infantry? Yeah, I'd probably prefer that method. I kind of, the grind in any game is a grind, of course. But when I play a game like this, if I enjoy the game and am interested in it, I'll pay for a month of premium or a day of premium or whatever. If I'm into a game, I pay for the premium. And as far as my opinion was playing premium, the grind was fine. But that's me. People's opinions differ, obviously.
Right. I mean, it's tough because we know that, if you make a free to play, you have to find a way to make a living and bring in that coin. But I think you have to ask yourself, when is it just too much? Where does it stop? Where do you draw the line? And I mean, there's so many things like, you come back from battle, you have to refit, you have to repair, you have to rearm after a certain point. You got to pay for, upgrades. You got to buy these new vehicles and weapons. And there's a bunch of unlocks for, like you can get new trigger groups and things like that for the rifles. And oops, that's not what I want. Trying to spawn here, but I accidentally clicked on
the other tank.
All right, I'm in.
As am I. Yeah, I mean, free to play isn't a perfect system. I don't argue that at all. But at the same time, if I'm playing a game for absolute free, I don't know, it's harder for me to complain about the grind. At least you're playing a game for nothing.
I think how many hours can you get out of it? Like,
yeah.
I think the beginning of this game, either as an infantryman or even because I got to the tanks completely free. I've never spent a dime. What is this guy doing? Any game with tanks, expect bad driving. But I haven't spent any money on this game. And, I got to the tank crew. Well, I didn't play a whole lot. I mean, it took me some time, but... Oh, I think I've got contact by the tower. It was like
affirmative.
One hit. And he's gone. Do I get extra points for continuing to kill that vehicle?
Right. To rub it in their face. Moving in. I think we can...
Should we go...
Head to D2?
Yeah, slowly.
Yeah. Ooh, okay, Jeep right next to me just blew up. Don't know what got him.
I've got contact in the buildings, like infantry contact. There's one running out from the left to right, I think. Did we get him? Somebody got somebody, but I don't know if...
Those AG work pretty well on infantry.
Sometimes, like, I noticed that I shot an HE at somebody the other night, and it didn't kill him. Like, the splash...
Yeah, it needs to be bigger splash.
The graphical effect for the splash is larger than it actually is. Oops. Still not used to using my scroll wheel. There's a guy on a bike riding off. I'm only wounding him.
I got him.
Apparently 30 cal is not amazing on infantry. We need to take territory, but I don't know if we have. Forward. There's some infantry of ours moving up.
Going through the check gate here.
Alright, I kind of need to see where... I've got tank traps in front of me.
I'm in the buildings.
Careful, that's danger zone. The frack was that? Now, I think that part of the weight problem, a lot of it comes down to sound effects as well. When you have a game that just doesn't feel like you're firing, you know, a weapon that has any lethality to it, it's psychological in a way. Like if you don't have those sounds backing up the animations and the modeling.
Engaging with the infantry in here. Keeps going in and out of the buildings. It's difficult.
Copy that. I took some damage. I'm like 50% health. But yeah, like the machine guns in this game sound like an angry typewriter. You know, I mean, it's bad. I mean, it's horrible. I mean, the engines are weak and pathetic. The small arms just have no punch. And it's a recurring theme, I think. I've been talking a lot about. Wow, you just took a hit. Right? Oh. Scratched your back there. Infantry started to run up on you with AT grenade, I think.
Yeah. Building right to my right, there's infantry. Got one.
Something's happened. Somebody throwing grenades at me, maybe? I don't know.
Getting out.
Ah, I'm dead. I got killed by an AT grenade or something. Alright, well, I'm going to try to not click on... Can I zoom in? Because this is...
Yeah, I know. Try not to click on the other tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a secret to it, but I'm having issues, dude.
If there is, I don't know what it is. You have to pay for the secret.
Assault team defeated. I can't be in a tank anymore.
I guess your Chaffee's just worth more, or it costs more.
No,
so...
we just lost the assault team, the light armor. So when
Oh,
you're
that why?
dead, you won't get one either.
Oh, so basically I respawned in time?
Yes, just right in time.
Okay. So you can't even spawn on me? It's pretty much over?
Well, I can come get to you and jump in your tank if nobody else is in it.
I'm still at the first, like, spawn point.
Yep.
But yeah, sounds need some work. I think that would help with making the game feel a bit more weighty, but really it's going to come down to
Hey, hold up there, I'll get in.
animations, physics, modeling, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
All right.
Oh.
Actually, let me see. I don't have a... Yeah. This isn't my tanker, so I can't repair.
Well, do what you got to do. I mean... Oh my goodness, that guy's body's flying in there.
There's cool elements. Every once in a while I think, that looks good. They've done some good things with...
The game, I think it looks... Like, the models are nice. The game looks good. The tanks look nice and everything. I'm dead. There's going to be 2 tanks in front of me. Yep.
Gotcha.
It's not a bad looking game. It has its own unique style that I'm okay with. It's just, I think when it comes down to animations and sounds, that it has problems. And like when you're in a tank and you get hit, you usually don't know it. And I'm defeated, so I'm quitting out. Because that's the option it's given me. Are you still in?
Yeah, but you can join a different assault team. You don't have to quit the game.
How do I do that? Because it says assault team defeated, and there's no room in other assault teams. Press quit to leave the battle.
Lame.
So yeah, I'm pretty much... I'll just wait for you. I've got this flyby camera anyway.
Holy, I think we're getting our... Rating it at 1.
A lot of people are playing as Russians just because they're new as well.
Right.
So there's that. But yeah, as I was discussing the
look, some
the
things
sensation
about it,
of being hit in a tank, more so.
Right.
You
don't
don't feel it.
Yeah.
You can look at your health bar in the lower left-hand corner, but you don't hear like a loud sound. The sounds are so muffled or soft that you don't really know half the time that you're getting hit.
If you're getting hit by a tank, you need to respawn, and so if you're really having to watch just your health, that's just not enough of an indicator to allow you, I think, sufficient time to get to cover, to get the hell out of there, basically.
And I'm not talking about needing a hit indicator. You know how some games have that thing that tells you where you're getting hit from? Like, I don't even like those things.
Just BAM! You just got hit by a tank.
But
that's what
you need to hear, like, you know, the strike on the metal.
Yeah.
You know, even Red Orchestra would have where you would shake, you know, in your interior. If you're in the inside, the crew would kind of like shake from it or whatever. But depending on what's hitting you, of course, sometimes it's over exaggerated in that game. But you know, again, I'm not expecting levels of realism in this game. It's not that kind of game. This is a somewhat kind of mixture of arcade and hardcore mode, maybe. I mean, obviously it takes a lot of bullets to drop infantry, and I guess unless you've upgraded it, which I've upgraded my main ammo to APCR, my 37mm, but I think I don't think I could upgrade my 30 cal. But it's those little things, I think, that I had problems with, especially in regards to infantry. Do I have more fun playing in tanks as we have been? Yes, I do. I had actually some really great matches last night, or it's just you know, in a fixed position, and you know, so many infantrymen were just running towards the objective. I was just tearing them up. Tanks would show up. They didn't know where I was, and I was just letting them have it. There is fun to be had here.
Absolutely.
Since
but
the
not
expectation.
Every match.
Yeah, I mean, some of the maps I think are better than others, obviously, but I think they're generally pretty good. I like the size of the maps. You know, they're larger. Mm-hmm. They kind of remind me of old school Battlefield 2, you know, size maps in some cases. Some are small, but some are okay. I kind of like how the objectives are laid out. I like those kinds of objectives in games.
Like this one, especially. Look at that.
Yeah, like I like this idea. This is great. You know, it works for this kind of combat, combined arms and everything. I think I noticed, like, in some cases you'd get matches where everybody's in a tank, like there's just too many tanks and not enough infantry, or sometimes there's too much infantry, not enough armor. So I don't know how the game balances that out. Obviously, we're playing this new mode that allows us to queue up a lot faster than the normal war mode. And obviously in this mode we can get matched up against the Russians. And in one match I was paired up against, Americans fighting against Russians and Germans. They were on the same team, and I didn't know what that was about. But
where are you spawning? Bravo 1?
Yeah, that's the only choice. At least for me.
Yep, I'm with you.
But you know, looking at my Stuart, like the model, and looking at your Chavy, like the models are,
they look
pretty
decent.
They're pretty nice.
I mean, are they the best ever? No, but they're decent.
In some cases, they're even better than a lot of, you know, tank models that I've seen and everything. And the command, like, really, honestly, I like the idea here. This is something that I think even War Thunder could copy. Like, you've got your commander. I was talking about this in my last video. Commander sticks out, and then you get buttoned up, and then you have an interior view, and then you have your scope view. This is actually better than what War Thunder has in terms of the inner workings of the tank. Now, the ballistics in War Thunder are better, well, when they work. But
yeah. Okay, we got enemies at Bravo right up ahead of us.
Yeah, copy that.
Get some heat. Get ready your machine guns. We can support our troops trying to go in there and cap it.
I think I just hit something. Somebody's shooting at that house.
Tank.
Oh, crap. 2 tanks. Well, the first one's toast. They're both down. Okay.
Nice.
They all came from the left.
Yeah. There's a big compound within a wall. Will be our next objective.
Something's hitting me. There's always the player that's managed to flank far.
Mm-hmm. And if you ignore him, he gets you.
I'm thinking at this point somebody might be flanking left.
Oh, it's likely. That's a direct path from where they're going to be coming from. Contact out in the field. Tank. Damn it, somebody is...
You know, the funny thing is these maps are so large, yet people are
Dead
still
ahead.
running in. Roger that. In for the assist.
There was also one further out, I think, but
There's something
somebody rammed me.
flipping around. Left. Armor left.
Roger, roger. Got him.
He's done.
One,
Like,
another
see,
armor.
oh crap. On him.
Nice.
Okay, you're 75, I think, is just finishing these guys off.
It's pretty freaking insane, yeah.
Oh, I just took massive damage.
See where from? Oh,
I couldn't bail out in time. Dang it.
Where's that coming from? I'm next.
I don't know. I didn't have much cover there, so... I keep forgetting that, unlike a Battlefield game, it actually does take time to get out of your tank. Because they animated you, like...
Getting out.
Dismounting. Which is cool.
Alright, I'll be right behind you.
Alright, I'm waiting.
Alright, here I am. We want to secure Bravo 3.
Copy that.
I'm going to sit here for a second. I think we can get some shots from up here.
Bravo 3 secure.
Alright, moving forward.
Oh,
Yep,
something
now-
hit me.
Looks like from the right. Yeah, from our right. You're 2 o'clock. I got trees in the way.
Shoot.
Yeah, he's way out there. He's got a good hull down.
Copy
We should
that.
go after him.
Can you spot with Q?
He's over the hill now. I can't see him anymore. He's moving right to left. Behind the ridge.
Better be on the lookout, because I think there might be something on the left too, unless somebody else got it.
That was that. Oh, I got another
Whoa.
target.
I'm shaking on something. I think I'm like on a rock. Oh, yep. Oh, I'm totally stuck on something, and it's causing my reticle to shake. What am I stuck on? Come on.
We got armor pushing right in front of us. Bravo 3. I'm going to move up to him.
Yeah, I somehow managed to drive on top of a rock, and I think
And now
I'm
you're
stuck.
And no tow cables in this game.
I might have to just go infantry. Crap, yeah, I'm totally not going to get off of this rock. Fantastic. Maybe I can pry it free with my grease gun. Use the grease in my grease gun. No, it's not happening. Dang it. Come on. Oh, no. Well, maybe I can be a bunker. The thing is, my reticle's very shaky on top of this rock.
Are you a turret?
Not really. I'm a bouncy turret.
That's the worst kind.
Alright, well, I'm gonna...
I'm trying to support them, Cap and Bravo 3 again. There's still a tank out there somewhere.
All right, I'm on foot. I can't do anything.
You want to?
I'm gonna try to get to you. This grease gun is not amazing at range at all. It's horrible. In fact, I think you have to be like right up against somebody's chest to
Multiple targets up front.
even tear a hole in their shirt with it. All right, I'm moving up on the structure on foot. Taking the objective.
I'm just trying to take out armor.
Copy that. Alright, so what am I now? Your bow gunner? I think I'm your bow gunner.
Am I getting hit from the right? Something's...
Slightly left of that tree to the front. See where a tracer's going? Well, it was over there. You can see my bow gun tracer right on your tank.
Do it again? No.
Really?
I see that you're shooting. I see smoke coming from the gun, but I don't see any tracers.
Ah, that's terrible. That's like
Yeah.
the
'Cause
cool
when
thing.
you were saying look at where I was shooting, I couldn't figure out. Yeah. That is a bummer.
That stinks. That's such a valuable tool to have.
Mm-hmm. Can you see my tracers? Hold
I
on,
saw somebody
reloading.
else's tracers.
I'll shoot at that barn in front of us. See if you tell me if you see him.
Negative. Well, wait, barn? Yeah, I
So,
think
fuck.
well, I see the impact marks.
Yeah, but yeah, you know, that's weird. Bit of a bummer. You got to get this O2.
Does this game have binoculars or anything, or
I feel like yes, it does,
something
but I
shot
don't
at
remember.
us?
It's been a while. We're capping this. Ooh,
Oh!
get up!
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah, there's no
Zuka.
time for that. We got zooked.
Yes, we did. I'm in the deploy queue.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I
Waiting
mean,
for one team member to fall.
this game, the way, if you, I don't know, I always had fun moments. I had great matches. I'd play for a couple hours, and half my games were a lot of fun. But if you start getting into the physics, if you start getting into the realism, yeah, you're going to be disappointed. But
I
if you
seem
kind of
to-
just let go.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, there is always, of course, that part of me that always strives for a more realistic game, but I already know not to expect that, and I think it's like, okay, fine, it just took half a magazine to kill a guy. That's
Yeah.
annoying, but you know what makes? Let's see, Bravo 1. I can
Roger.
spawn at.
One of the
but then-
things that, go ahead.
Go ahead. No.
Well, I was going to say, one of the things that I enjoy, and I know you do as well, is playing with somebody else, using tactics, and accomplishing things together. Like, I feel in this game, for whatever reason, when I've been playing with friends, I'm able to do co-op type stuff within the bigger scale of the battle, specific targets, specific goals. I felt like it works in this game. And, you know, you and I like... either you're driving the tank and I'm your gunner, or vice versa. We enjoy that kind of thing. So I think this game caters towards small groups really well.
Yeah, and we could do. I think it was what three-man group size is what I saw, at least for tank crew. Where are you?
I had to join a different assault group. So are you? Yeah, I see where you are. I'm gonna spawn at Bravo. Well, I'll just spawn at O2 if you want to meet me there.
Roger that. I think now it's just coming down to they need to tighten up certain things. And
Yes.
sadly, I'm not noticing any changes in the way the game feels. That's what bums me out, is that I played this with you months ago, and it feels exactly the same.
There's a new
I'm not
country,
seeing...
but yeah.
Yeah, there's Russians and a whole bunch of new tanks for them, and maybe new maps and the new mode. But again, I think that's a free-to-play problem more than anything. It's like, well,
New
what
content
makes
trumps.
money? New content makes money, not fixes.
I'm jumping in your...
Oh, you didn't have another tank?
Nope.
Oh, you're assault group. Yeah, the change.
Yep. But see, this is like, I dig this. I like being... We like multi-crew tanks, obviously. So
I love
anything
it.
that comes close to that, I'm digging.
The other thing too is a lot of tanks in World War II were built for combined arms, especially when you're talking about Americans. They were built to support infantry and not go tank to tank. So a lot of tank-only games are inherently flawed.
Because they're using tanks that weren't meant for tank-on-tank action necessarily.
Exactly. So it's nice to have this, even if this is kind of like an arcadey game. But again, the expectations are set, but they need to really tighten things up. They need to dumb down some of the free-to-play things that I think are gimping the actual gameplay. They need to optimize the game engine a lot more too, because I mean the whole thing, again, it's just there's no SLI support, that's for sure. I mean it runs, but it's very glitchy, and on top of that, you know, even with, you know, a decent system, it can be rough around the edges at times.
So we can support the push from this side. We can certainly go shoreline and just kind of support them from across the water, or we want to do a hard right and cross the bridge. I'm totally fine with doing support.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can do that, but I almost want to get off this road. I don't know if...
The thing with this game, I like, you know, my friends kind of stopped playing a little bit, but I kept playing, and what I would do, it's just immersion for me. This game, for whatever reason, feels like World War II. Obviously, it's modeled after it, but it has a good immersion for me. And so what I used to do is cue up a little 1940s music on my Rhapsody. And dude, I was having a blast, man. Like, it's just, you know, of course I'm romanticizing an era and world wars suck, but it took me back, and I don't know, I had a good time with this game. Took me back to, you know.
I mean, the funny thing is this game has brought back some simplistic features that really make good games, and it's that, one, the combined arms, World War II, and two, large maps and good objectives. It has that going for it, but the problem is that it's a free-to-play with a whole bunch of grindy mechanics and
needs work.
And it's just all the wafer-thin stuff that we're talking about.
We just got shot from the left, it looks like.
Left?
Yeah.
Didn't take any damage.
It might have been small arms fire. Try not to stick out too much, but I think he was over here. Or it was our friendly here. Yeah, he might have been shooting us to tell us to stop. He's trying to do something.
He's getting the ammo from the back of the tank.
Right. Did you figure out if there's a binocular mode?
If there is, I don't know what it... See, this guy's now he's hitching a ride with us, but I don't know where he wants to go. Is there another way around from this point?
Well, yeah, right here. You can go down, see this path to your right.
I see it, yeah, through the water.
Or down further, there's a bridge.
This could be risky, but...
Contact, dead ahead. Soldier, infantry.
Can you bow gun him? I see him.
Got him.
Nice.
More contacts. Vehicles up to the right here. There's stuff up by that bridge. Yeah, we got stuff going left to right. Lots of stuff.
Copy that. Yeah, it's hard to see because there's a bunch of haze.
It's really hard to see them.
And we've got the light against us, I think.
Up on the ridge behind him too. There's snipers hiding behind trees. Careful if you pop out. I have a major love for combined arms because of the immersion. When it's done right, it's a lot of fun. I'm not saying that this is done right necessarily. There's aspects that are done right.
Well, that's the thing. The ideas are there, but I find it hard to find developers that do it right. You know, and a lot of people say, oh, you know, World War II games, you know, they've come and gone. You know, nobody wants to do that anymore. Or modern day games. No, it's not about whether it's World War II or modern day or sci-fi or whatever. It's just that you need to do it right.
Yeah.
Because the nice thing about a World War II game is it's actually kind of balanced in that there's no night vision, there's no thermal vision, there's no technology that can kind of...
Dude, I love this. I'm working with our troops over there. I see somebody moving. I start shooting at them, and then they finish them off. I'm out of ammo. I forgot how to rearm. I think we have to be at a base. You know, at a captured spot.
Mine says resupplying weapons 18%.
Oh, yeah,
at the bottom.
Right.
I think it auto does it or something, but
okay.
Now we got hit.
We're taking small arms fire, or is that major fire?
You might want to get out. I think it's like a bazooka left or something.
Getting out. I'll see if I can find him. There's a dude behind us. I just killed him.
I was on my MG when I needed to be on HE or something, but...
Yeah, he just pulled up behind us in a car and was shooting us with a bazooka.
You can't repair me, can you? No.
No, I'm my infantry, unfortunately. See, now I'd like to be able to spawn as my tanker just to join your crew, and I'm not able to do that, which is a bummer.
Yeah, I really need to unlock that wrench.
Yes, it is invaluable.
I don't know when that shows up.
I love this sniper rifle, man.
Oh, I'm dead. Panzer Shrek. Somebody's, like, behind me.
Where you were?
Yeah. Yeah, it was just like an infantryman with a Panzer Faust, actually, is what I meant. Waiting for new assault teams. I don't know if I'll be able to get back in. I guess we'll find out. Nope.
Ha-ha, I got him again.
Nice.
I have a lot of fun with this game, man. No doubt about it. It has its moments.
I think what I'll do is give it like 2 weeks and see if I don't think I enjoy the infantry. I think that really rubbed me the wrong way when I played it, mostly just because of how floaty it feels. But the tank stuff can be fun if you're coordinating, staying and supporting, you know, infantry like we were just there.
Yeah. I love doing support type stuff. Did you spawn in yet?
I can't. My only option is to quit, but I'm just kind of...
Okay. Battle must be almost over.
I wish there was almost like... I wish I could spectate you or something. It's like the only option...
Why am I able to spawn in? I can spawn in at O2.
Do you have an extra infantryman?
No.
A slot available? Because it might be only because I had... I mean, I only have my... For Americans, I only have the tank crewman. So... I don't know
I have infantry, I have tank, and I have
that's
a pilot.
Why. Yeah, see, you have like 3 other slots. I only have 1 slot. So, once I can't spawn in a tank anymore, I'm done.
I love when we play these games and we don't really know a lot of the controls. I'm imagining your viewers screaming at us, because of this, because of that.
Yeah, it usually shows up in the comment section. I did a Red Orchestra or a Rising Storm video a few days ago, and I got killed by a friendly grenade, and apparently the guy was priming a grenade and he got shot and he dropped the grenade. Right. And I kind of raged at the guy because I thought it was like, you know, a friend, because he killed me twice actually with 2 grenades the whole game. So one was an accident and then the other was, I don't know, just a bad throw. But you should see the amount of comments. I mean, you can imagine, and it always and that's part of sharing your content. But I think what people don't understand is when you're in the game, and you're playing, and you're focused on something, and you're trying to deliver commentary that doesn't suck. You know, that's a lot that's going on.
No doubt.
But when you're watching somebody play it, you can pay attention to everything. So I think people still don't understand that aspect of, you know, being a viewer or being a YouTuber. You know, it's not easy. I mean, you know, trying to talk and chew bubblegum at the same time and, you know, discuss things as we are now and not just, you know, talking smack and being incoherent over a microphone.
It's much easier to play when you're able to focus 100% on playing.
Yeah, I wish I could spect. I wonder if there's...
Yeah, should I just lead the match?
I mean, if you're killing stuff, I mean...
Well, it keeps letting me... Yeah, we need to get you an infantry. A regular infantry.
Oh, I think I have to unlock the slot, but... Anyways, I think we've taken a good look at the game, at least for a...
Yeah.
For the time
Dipping
being.
our toe back in the pool. Testing the water.
Again, I know, I mean, there's a lot of negativity that surrounds this game that doesn't come from me, which I know most people will be surprised to hear. Again, I think it's the free-to-play stuff that mostly bugs people.
Yes.
I think that's the biggest issue that the game has. I don't know how that's going to be resolved. I don't know how the developers are. I don't know if they're, you know, open to criticism and feedback, unlike some developers. But again, what I keep hearing from various sources is that they cater towards people that, you know, just want their own game. And a lot of the changes that I think have hit this game come from wanting it to be even more arcade than it is. I think like one example was when the game first came out, aircraft used to have to land at a base to rearm. And then a lot of the community said, we hate that. And then they added in mid-air, you know, rearming. You would just auto resupply. And that was a change that was based on community feedback. But, you know,
yeah,
was that the right community feedback? You know, is it, again,
that's
it's
always
like, well,
the question.
Majority rules, more money.
Mm-hmm.
Deal with it, people that think it's a bad idea type of thing. I don't know. I just want the developers to make the game that they want. If they want to do it, fine. If it was their dream to get up and make a game that was, you know, that is what it is today, then do that. I think, well, again,
like your example with World of Tanks, you know, it's not your dream style of game, but you said for what it is, they did a wonderful thing, and that's what they set out to do.
Yeah, I respect Wargaming for that, for always at least sticking to their guns. Now, there are probably some examples of them listening a little too much to the wrong people, but that's any developer. But for the most part, they said, we're making an arcade game, deal with it. And, you know, if I could make a game, I'm making a realistic tank combined arms combat game. Take it or leave it.
Yep, I agree.
And I guess you just left. I will rate this battle 4 stars.
It would be 5 if there was a spectate mode.
But
who is the developer? Do we know?
I forget the name. Retro Moto, Reto something. I forget, something with an R.
Any other titles? Do we have any history on them? Like if they make
this might be their first thing. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I think the only way I can look at my other menu is to delete the squad.
Yeah, that's okay.
But anyway, like just looking at some of the stuff here in the menu, I mean, you know, refill ammunition, repair vehicle, there's cost, you know, upgrading the vehicle. I had purchased some APCR rounds to replace the normal armor piercing. On top of that, I've got regular HE. Then you've, of course, got upgrades. You can add the infantry supply crates and the anti-tank crates, and then there's refilling that, so there's extra costs there. But some of this stuff is cool. I guess it's not too painful to resupply some of that. Although I don't know how bad it gets with larger vehicles, so I don't know if like the repair costs go up to the point where you need premium or something like that. There's unlocking slots. There's needing weapons. Like I had to buy this M3 grease gun for my tank crewman, which, you know, was kind of, it's like, can I just get a gun? I had nothing. I had like a grenade.
Right.
Then there's upgrading, you know, the gun itself. So there's a lot of stuff to kind of gouge you. So I really don't know. And then just, you know, the time it takes to get through these ranks and then get to like fighter pilot, you know, paratroopers new, I think, recon. And then you got to do that for another faction. So it's like, well, let's say you go up one faction tree. Let's say you play Americans as I have now, and I've got a tank crew. Well, I want to keep playing tanks. I enjoy the tanks. But it's like, well, I would kind of like to play the Germans or the new Russian faction, but I don't want to have to go through all of that grind to get to tank crew. But, you know, it's like, how long does it take to go from infantry to tank crew as an average player who maybe doesn't score the most kills on the planet? You know what I mean? So it's like, well, I'm never going to play anything but American because it's going to take me too long to get to the tank crew. So is that a problem with this game as well? Obviously, I've heard that the Americans are the most popular faction when it comes to the main war mode. And that's usually in any game, obviously. But so I don't know if that affects it.
I heard different. I heard Germans were the most popular faction. So I wonder, yeah, you know, there's a lot of the...
Well, yeah, I mean, because you do
German
get those...
hipsters.
Yeah, the German hipsters. They do exist. I don't know what it is, but...
Yeah.
Well, I know when I looked at the war mode, the Americans had the largest population. And then I've had people tell me, well, most everybody goes American. So, and then I saw the numbers the other day when I picked a side for the war, and I chose U.S. and it was more so in their favor. But in the random mode, it doesn't seem to matter that much. In fact, I've been facing a lot of teams that seem heavily in favor of Russian and German numbers until the game progresses a little bit and more people join up later.
Yeah, and I like the ranks. I like the different things that ranks afford you, including more income. I like the ribbons. I like the badges, and those can affect you. I really enjoy tankers. The infantrymen, cool. I've got my infantry right now. American has a Thompson M1A1 machine gun, as well as the rifle, the M1903 scoped. Love that combination for running on foot, and just you can approach an area with the scoped rifle. And battle report. How come? Did you just get a battle report?
Yeah, it just popped up.
Okay, so
because we quit out of that one, right? Or no.
Yes. Yeah, I did.
Well,
too.
this might have been an old. This might have been from another one. I don't know.
Yeah, but anyway, there's a lot of combos. There is some depth to the game. It's not in some ways it's very simplistic, like you were saying when we were playing. There's aspects of the gameplay that they make simplistic, but they also there's some depth to the game too if you want to sit there and get into it. It's I would say it's a good game. Is it the best? Is it great? No, but it's good, and there's really fun moments to be had, especially with the right friends.
Yeah, again, why do we keep running into games that are so close?
I know, right?
That are just skimming the surface of a fantastic game, and it's just all these other things. It's like,
I know.
I mean, because I don't know. I mean, and in some respects, maybe even technology holds this game back, because I feel like this game was really designed as like a browser-based game engine type thing. I don't know what engine is this.
It might be Unity. It is. There is a browser-based option. For launching
something
the
like
game.
that. I'd have to look into that, but
yeah, I mean, and it kind of there's aspects of it that feel kind of Unity, but yeah, I feel like a lot of games do just get super close.
Do I wish it was more realistic? Sure, I wish for any Combined Arms game to be, but am I okay with this gameplay? Yes, and I don't want people to continue to think that the only reason I don't like games is because they're not... I grew up with you know, Wolfenstein, Doom, Duke Nukem, Unreal
Right.
Tournament, Quake. That was rocket jumping in the original Team
loved 'em.
Fortress. We love that stuff. I still do, but they don't exist like that anymore. But now you get that gameplay under a different banner. So you get like Call of Duty is like Unreal Tournament, but with a military skin. That's my issue with gaming. Presentation, I think, needs to change a little bit. Like, I wouldn't mind if somebody just, you know, where's id Software? They need to make a comeback and create the next great Quake. I mean, I don't know. I'm fine with those things existing. It's just my brain doesn't like when you give me, like, you know, a Thompson submachine gun and it takes the whole magazine of .45 caliber to kill somebody. It doesn't compute for me, and which is why I prefer if it's realistic. Otherwise, if it's gonna be like that, then give me some sort of sci-fi, you know, lightning gun that that way I can be like, oh, whatever. That's why me and you were both looking forward to Star Wars Battlefront.
Yes.
Because it's science fiction and we don't care. Because we don't know the properties of a blaster bolt and we can't say, well, you know, it's supposed to be. Although I'm sure somebody does know. I'm sure somebody does know.
Absolutely.
But anyway, yeah, we'll play more of this and you'll join me. And we'll do some live streams and stuff and see if we can enjoy it further and pick it
Sounds
apart.
good.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Heroes and Generals with Sidestrafe and Bombadil. Really hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.